Guys, hear me out. For all you seasonal veteran truckers that deal with brokers on the trucking side on a daily basis, I want to ask you guys a serious question. Now, I know this is YouTube, right? What person will literally ask a group of people on YouTube a question? Me, of course. So before you guys get on me, let me ask you this question, man. Let me really ask you this question, talkers. Was I wrong? Be honest, was I wrong? You guys read the title. You guys see the thumbnail. Was I wrong? Like, if I was wrong, I'll own up to it, you know? If I was wrong, I will own up to it. Let me explain to you what happened, what transpired. Now, you guys already know, if you guys watched my other previous videos, I was stuck with a load. Finally got that delivered, got reloaded the next day, and came up this way to grab the load I picked up in South Carolina. I literally had a deadhead, 300 plus miles from Florida to South Carolina. Picked that load up, and was it South Carolina? Sorry, 300 plus miles. It's been a long day, a long week already. 300 plus miles from Georgia, from Florida to Georgia. Picked up the previous load I had, and it had to go from Georgia to Virginia. Cool. I ran this route a lot of times, especially in the flatbed. I'm very familiar with that route. You know, picked up a lot of loads out of Alabama, Georgia on the flatbed, and sometimes we'll hit a Summerville, South Carolina. We'll hit up Charleston. We'll hit up Pulaski, Virginia. You know, I'm very familiar with this route. So where I was going is right above Pulaski. So picked up the load, I slide. I'm a runner. My time runs out. I had 340 some miles left. Time comes back at 1 in the morning. So I already pre-planned. I shut down, got me a parking, had to pay for parking, right? Got me a parking, shut down, woke up in the morning, took a shower, and I was on my way to my delivery. Now at the time, my delivery was due at 8 in the morning. When I left, I was basically, it was a 5-hour drive. I was gonna get there at 7:30. Perfect, no problem. Because I knew I had to cut through Charleston, then I had to go around Charlotte. Charlotte can be kind of tricky sometimes. And then you gotta, go to Stateville, and you get to Virginia. There's a lot of incline, decline, all that good stuff, right? So when I get to this location, right? I just passed Virginia Tech. Past Virginia Tech University. I'm on 85 going north, right? And if you guys are familiar with that route right there, 85 north, right when you pass Virginia, there's an area where there's a long construction site going on. They're fixing up the roads and the bridge, whatever the stuff going on. So that road, that interstate of that road of the interstate is very narrow. You got the concrete barriers on your left, and then it's very tight, on the right. So as I was driving, I can see, because I like to look far. When I'm driving my truck, not only am I focused on what's in front of me, I'm looking to both sides of my mirrors. I make sure everything's good, and I also like to see the distance, kind of give me an idea what's going on, right? Other than my CB. But nowadays people want to give updates on the CB. I went and bought a CB, but people ain't talking on the CB. God dang. But anyways, I get to this particular area of the construction site, and I see a long red lights. I already know. Either it's traffic, either it's a slow down, an accident, something going on up there. So I had to slow down. As I can see, man, it pushed my arrival time from 7:30. Remember, I had to be there at 8 in the morning. It pushed my arrival time from 7:30 all the way to 8:10, 8:15. So I'm like, all right, well, this is my first time, getting familiar how this works on the trucking side, right? And I reached out to my dispatcher. I let my dispatcher know as soon as I got in that traffic jam. I said, hey, listen, I'm only 55 miles away from the delivery site. Little traffic. He said, all right, 10-4, let me know when you get there. So I went out the way, and I reached out to the broker. He's always hitting me up, wanting to know all the updates and all that stuff, right? And usually, before I tell you what the broker said, Usually we deal with one broker. The company I'm up under, right? They have a dedicated shipper. Right now, things are kind of slow, so they've been dealing with the spot market. The only time if you guys know, I've been a company driver throughout my majority of my trucking career, right? And the only time I dealt with the spot market was when I was a broker. I never dealt with the spot market as a truck driver. And long story short, I reached out to the broker, sent him a text message, and I was like, hey, listen, I'm in traffic. I'm only 55 miles away, and I should be there shortly. At the time when I sent him the message, it was like 6:30, right? Driving down this traffic, trying to kind of glance and see what's going on, I realized like right ahead of us there was a semi truck, a disabled semi truck that broke down on the right lane, right? So everybody had to switch over to the left lane. But at the same time, I could see the big semi truck tow truck guys. They pulled the trailer out the way, and then I seen them finally moving the tractor to the right shoulder. So I'm like, okay, it was a disabled truck that broke down right in a construction zone, right? Hey, things happen. These are some things that is unpredictable, you know. And I finally passed that area. We back on riding. As I got to like 30 miles, I finally get a message from the broker. And the message, if you guys can see the message. He said, he told me, I don't know what traffic you're in at 6:30 a.m., but you need to get to the receiver ASAP. Listen, you guys, was I wrong? I'm not new to the game, right? I'm not gonna say anything that would discredit my character through text message. I'd rather call you. So you guys can see I said, excuse me, right? And when I wrote that, I already know you ain't gonna call me back. So I immediately called that broker, man. And I said, hey man, check this out. Was that you who sent me that text message? And he's like, you know, I'm new to this, you know, today's I'm new, you know, I just want to make sure. I said, hey, hold on, hold on. I just want to get this clear. Yo, you guys are already tracking me with y'all GPS tracker app that I had to download. So you can see the time that I left, and you can see the time that if you do the calculation, you'll see the time that I was supposed to arrive there. Now, as you're tracking me, you can see that at one particular point, I was moving slow. That was the same time I sent you a text message, being courteous, to let you know, and you can be on top of the game. You ain't gotta call my phone. For you to text me back and say, you don't know what traffic I was in at 6:30 in the morning, I better get there ASAP. Man, listen, I said, hey, listen. First of all, there was a disabled semi truck in the right lane in the construction zone. Disabled. There's nothing I can predict. I can't put it on my trucking GPS and it's going to show me what's going to happen in the next 4 hours. I can't put it into Google the day before and it's going to tell me, hey, tomorrow there's going to be a disabled semi truck that's going to be in your lane. So maybe you want to get up 3 hours ahead. I still had to wait for my time to come back. I still got to do my 15, 20 minute pre-trip. Like, what are you talking about? And I didn't curse him out, nothing. We had a mutual understanding after a little more conversation, right? And he was like, no, this customer is very particular. I said, listen, I was just at the customer. I'm picking up from one customer, the same customer. The receiver was the shipper was sending it to another factory they had in Virginia. These guys right here, I understand. If I was purposely being late, I just woke up, I overslept, I understand that. But I can't, you can't tell me this. I know this customer. I might not know you as the broker, but I know this particular customer. I could have easily called the customer up and let them know and not let you know nothing. So, long story short, could I prevented it? Yeah, I could have woke up a little earlier than 12 o'clock in the morning. But like you know what I mean? But things like that is unpredictable. And for a broker to talk to me the way he did and then switch it up, was like, was I wrong for speaking to the broker like that? Because like I told you guys, I dealt with a spot market as a broker, never as a truck driver. Is this the reason why truckers can't stand brokers? Is this the reason why you guys are furious with brokers? Because I'm starting to see the correlation here. It's like the stars. I'm understanding the stars in the ceilings now. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, bro, like, have some respect, bro. All the stuff that's going on with the trucking industry. And I know you got a lot of pressures your first day here. And as a broker, I had truck drivers that will oversleep and then say they're in traffic. Or I'll have truck drivers that will say that they're going to pick up a load and then they found another load that was a better rate, and then they tell me their truck broke down. I had a lot of truck drivers that lied, you know, and I understand where, you know, where you're coming from. But if you have a GPS tracker on me that's always tracking, right? You can see from the time I left the area and where I'm at currently. And for you to have the nerve to tell me I better get there, you're lying about this traffic. What am I lying about? You can pinpoint where I'm at, put it on Google Map, zoom in and see that I'm literally on 85 North. So what am I trying to lie about? You know what I mean? And it's crazy, you know, it's crazy. Like me on the other end, when I was a broker and I had drivers that told me they were running late, I'll just tell them, all right, what time can you get there? What's your ETA? They'll tell me the ETA. I'll give them a courteous 10 to 15 minutes. Depending how far the distance is. You know, if you're 55 miles away and it's like an hour drive, or I'll let the customer know that you're going to be 30 minutes late. Or, you know what I mean? If it's 30 minutes, you're only 30 miles away, I'll tell them, hey, I know you can make there at 11:30, but I'm going to tell the customer you're going to be there at 11:55. You understand what I'm saying? Just in case if you do get there at 11:30, perfect. And if you don't get there at 11:30, I kind of give you a extra time. You feel me? But I'm not going to tell you that. But I kind of gave you extra time. Now, if it's 11:55, 12 o'clock, you still ain't there. Now, there's a problem. But I didn't ask truckers to download the MicroPoint or whatever 4040 project GPS, at whatever the case, whatever these brokers are using. I just went off of, you know what I mean, your word is your bond, right? And I was upset. I don't want to say I was mad, furious, or angry or anything, but I was upset, man, for him to talk to me the way he talked to me. And then when we spoke, you know, now it's a different tune. But was I wrong? Did I react wrong? Like, you guys see the message. You know, you guys see the message. Was I wrong for reacting like that? Do I need to change careers? Like, do I need to seek therapy? Because there's sometimes, man, driving on this road, man, I think I need therapy. I think we all need therapy, man. I think we all truckers have PTSD. We all need therapy, man. But man, I just wanted to give y'all a quick update. Got the load off, we delivered, everything's good. I'm currently at the truck stop waiting to get reloaded. I have some exciting news for you guys. I actually, on my way over there, when I got to the receiver, I got a call, right? And they told me something. This was an unexpected call, right? I thought I was done with this phase and moving forward, right? But they gave me some great news, that an offer that I could not refuse. So we're going to see if they're telling the truth. And if they are telling the truth, I'm going to update you guys on the next video. You guys are going to see it, man. And it's something I really need, man. But I don't want to say too much. You know, I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to, you know, overthink it. But I have something new in the works. You know what I mean? But man, it's, I'm learning a lot. I'm grateful. This is different learning lesson, but I just wanted to tap in with you guys and like, was I wrong? Write in the comments below. Talk to me, man. Talk to me, man. Talk to me. Let me know if you've been through that situation. What will you have done? What you haven't done? If you just don't care, what the heck am I talking about? Get a job, get a real life. I don't know. Write in the comments. Let me know what you think. I'm gonna go ease my mind. You know what I mean? Go get me some Earl Grey tea. You know what I mean? I'm gonna put some oranges. I only got the orange peels, but I know they got some tangerines in there, peeled tangerines. I put them on my eyelids. I'm pretty sure they do the same thing, right? Got the same juices. I'm gonna do that, man. I'm gonna holler at you guys on the next one, man. Let's go.